But here we go. As the revs go up for the B main. Who's it gonna be? My man Tangy's had a good run from the inside. I'll lead him into that first corner and out of it to grab that hole shot. And literally everyone else behind him went down.
I was gonna say Kodak
And
did a little bit of a ground 360.
I need to actually run that back for a second. Like, did they even hit each other or did they just fall?
It looked like it was a case of one person crashing and then everyone else just following suit and crashing on their own.
Okay, so two people definitely got together, if not three, and then the other two went on their own.
Yeah, I saw Kodak got on the brakes for the first corner and did a little Proboso on the ground 360. And then I look back over and it's just a pile over the rhythm section.
So so you weren't here for all of this stuff earlier when we were trying to get Novice stuff figured out, but we actually have a first time doing a racer, like doing a competitive race ever tonight, and I know that because he didn't have his GUID correct, so we had all that fun earlier tonight.
Oh yeah, didn't even have the GIDs asking how do I join a server, the classic first race.
Yeah, his GUID was typoed on the website, so that's why I wasn't whitelisting him.
Oh, okay. Is that Chomp? I think I saw a message about that. It was Chomp, yeah.
And as you can see, he's definitely struggling in the back here. But hey, we didn't have two full heats tonight, so even with him having to miss qualifying because we were trying to figure all of that out, still threw him in one of the heats tonight because he would have qualified. And
the best practice is just seat time is the best practice, honestly. Like when I first started playing this game, I did testing servers only for the first like 400 hours. So like it takes a minute. Of course, I'm old, I'm 30, I'm washed up, but you know, it takes a lot of seat time to get used to this game.
Completely understand. I've accepted that I'm at the point where no matter how much seat time I get, I'm just old and I'm not gonna be all that much better than I am now.
Yeah, my thumbs do not work as good as they used to, unfortunately.
Yeah, my thumbs aren't as good as they used to be. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be, and those two things combined just means that even if I wanted to know life this game, I really can't.
Really can't. Speaking of his thumbs are working right now. His nephew out here taking the lead away from Tangy.
Yep, Tangy having a mistake in that last rhythm section is going to allow nephew to go right on by as he hits the rhythm just fine. Tangy going to try and get back after him here, it looks like, as nephew misses the triple and is going to reclaim that lead.
That was a smart move out of nephew. Nephew going down to the whoops.
Yep, going down to the whoops.
I was gonna say it was a smart move out of him. He knew he wasn't gonna get that triple, so he didn't try to force it, but unfortunately just made a mistake in the whoops the next section. Chomp doing a good track re-entry for his first race. That's probably one of the better track re-entries I've seen. So
gotta love it.
You gotta love that. I see plenty of guys just jump back onto the track for no reason and take 3 people with them.
But Tangy has a comfortable lead now because of nephew's mistakes on that lap. Went from taking the lead at the end of the last lap to dropping back to over 5 seconds behind the leader. Just be in that 3rd place spot. Take a look further back here. Here's Chomp coming across the lap down. Kodak in that 4th place spot. Arrow in 5th. It looks like Fisher is the last guy in the lead lap in 6th. Oh yeah. Yeah, you messed up your knees when you're younger, starting to feel it, huh? You see that one, Static? Janky said in chat.
So we got Janky knees started hurting for the first time without an injury. Yeah. Oh man, see, I have bad knees, but I also played catcher from the age of like 8. I think from 8 to 15, I played catcher.
Oh yeah.
So my knees are chalked it regardless. I was always gonna have knee problems.
Absolutely. Exactly what I say. I didn't play catcher, but I did a hell of a lot of playing as a lineman. So in
Oh, there you
football.
go. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, my
What are they?
knees are chalked.
The I don't know if you guys ever watched Sports Science back in the day, but playing lineman, it's they said it's simulated car crashes every game you play on the line.
Yeah, well,
So your body takes a beating.
I was getting a hell of a lot of that because I actually played for a few years there. I was playing both sides of the ball.
Oh yeah, you're doing the double car wrecks every game.
Yep, yep. Played for about two and a half seasons. I was playing both sides of the ball. Oh, one of those seasons I was even on special teams too.
Oh man, played a good bit of linebacker, but I was probably the most undersized linebacker of all time, so it was hilarious. And then of course baseball, catcher, left field. Knees got a lot of work.
Yeah, sadly, my height was always going to be my limitation as a lifetime lineman. It wasn't going to happen. As you know, they some big motherfuckers once you get up in
Oh yeah.
in varsity and college and then NFL.
Yeah, these guys are massive.
I definitely attribute that to my genetics. You know, I won't. You know, who knows if I would have stuck with football either way. Otherwise, don't be wrong. I probably wouldn't have. Motocross has always been my life. So,
Yep.
any chance I had of pretty much going any further than probably high school was probably lost in my genes.
Yeah, my gene pool didn't necessarily have athlete written on them,
Right?
so I just made the most of it while I could.
Yeah, no, I feel that, dude. In my best shape of my life, I was still 5'9", like 180. You know what I mean? Like,
In the same boat I am, the exact same
and
boat.
I'm telling you, like, I mean, I was in really good shape. Okay, like I was eating good. I was exercising regularly. I was playing sports, racing dirt bikes. Like, I mean, I was in shape. Okay, and I still wasn't that motocross lean shape that you would expect because I just am a naturally stocky guy. It's just my genetics.
Oh yeah, and if you're trying to get in like moto shape, like you're compared to like football shape, like your diet's different, your exercise routine's different, your weights are different. Like, so I can tell by you playing on the line, they had you eating and lifting a lot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Tangy, I don't think that was an intentional
Yeah.
connection with Fisher. I think
Hell, I
he
even
came up short and Fisher was just there.
Yeah, some just bad luck moment there. But yeah, I mean, I even wrestled and stuff too, and you know that has to do with like weight classes and stuff when you start talking about that kind of stuff. But trust me, like I did everything in the book you could think of to try and be in like a lower weight class and stuff like that. Like probably where I really truly belonged. But 9 times out of 10, I was always wrestling people that were bigger than me because I just couldn't get down in that lower weight class because just my body just didn't allow it. It just did not work. I tried everything you could think of, and there was just no losing those extra few pounds that you need.
That reminds me, my parents have a medical book that has all your like BMI charts, right?
Yep.
And it was written in like 1994, right?
Yes, they were probably trying to sit there and say you're fat.
Dude, 5'8" BMI was like 145, and I'm like, there's just no way.
I know,
there's no way. There's no way. If I ever see 145, something has gone horribly wrong.
Just doesn't work. We just don't have the build. We got those big bones.
Yep. If I get down to 180, I'm happy. 180, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm fine here.
Don't get me wrong. I'm nowhere near in that kind of shape these days. Don't let I'm sure it's not doesn't come to a shock to plenty of people. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a fat fuck. Okay, but I definitely wasn't my entire life. I promise. But that's just.
I was in.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say I was always in good shape until I had a moto injury when I was 16, and that kind of derailed me a little bit.
Mine was obviously, you know, everyone puts on a little dad weight. So,
Oh, for sure.
so mine was initially, you know, being a dad and having a kid and you know, being an adult, being a parent, all that stuff. And then eventually, at some point, right around when we were having our second kid, I ended up getting hurt and from work, and that just kind of, you know, piled everything, made it a lot worse. I was already pretty out
Yeah.
of shape and wanting to get back in shape, and then that happened, and it just got way worse. I'm way heavier and sitting around doing nothing. Did PT, can't do my old heavy labor jobs anymore that I used to because of my injury. So it's just, it all is bad.
And it's hard to, like, as you get older. Like, I'm like, my parents always told me, like, you know, when you get older, you're not gonna be able to lose it as quick, and they were not lying at all. You, it's very hard to lose as you get older. Crispy with the comeback. I just saw that from J. Lou. Crispy is absolutely on the comeback here. He's about
Yeah, wait, I was
9
gonna say,
seconds
like,
back in the 2 spot.
sorry, we might have got a little distracted in the conversation, but yeah, that's true. What happened to nephew?
I think Nephew just had a couple of mistakes and he's dropped off a little bit. He's still in the 3 spot, but he's about 20 seconds back. But Crispy
Like Tangy was
has
cruising, and then
he was cruising earlier for sure. I'm gonna get a quick last time around. Crispy a 1 minute point 7. Tangy ran a 108.7 last time around, so he had some crashes, or at least one long crash, maybe a couple of crashes.
that's a Tangy.
So that
Get it together,
comfortable lead.
lock back in, brother.
Gotta lock back in. That comfortable lead that he had is not that comfortable anymore.
Just don't forget the most important part of the race, the half of the race. Keep it on too.
Keep it on to Crispy the lone Honda. I know you like seeing the Hondas up there.
Absolutely. How to put the red bike up there.
Crispy got it down to 3.3 seconds here.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
you start to wonder, is Tangy gonna get, maybe he might get a little nervous here if he sees the lead get too small.
I'm hoping that he stays locked in and doesn't worry about that. Just make sure he stays on 2 wheels and doesn't die to a lapper right now.
Yep.
All
Looks
right.
like Chomp let him go. Looks like Euro might let him go here. Should be good. Oh, Euro kind of made a mistake, so that made it a little bit easier.
Crispy doing a good job at dodging Chompig there. Doesn't look like Tangy's managed to get 2 of those seconds back this lap.
Yeah, I don't think Crispy got held up too much by the lappers, but I think he did take an extra second to get around Euro. Arrow? One of those.
However you say it.
However we say it. I'm a pure American. I pronounce things how they're spelled sometimes. Oh, Tangy come up short a little bit on the triple.
What's that? You mean you pronounce things how they're supposed to be pronounced?
Yeah, right. Sometimes to a fault. Oh wait, let me snooze this ad real quick. All right, save the ad break.
Aw, man. Good call. Nice catch.
Yeah, I thought it told me 3 of 3. I didn't think I was gonna be able to, but we got it. No ads for the rest of this main event.
Yes, sir.
Dang, you see if he can get this triple in. He'd been struggling on that rhythm section past couple laps, but he gets it clean that time.
Why do you want me? Why, Janky? What?
Stealing a snooze. Hey man, as long as one of us gets it, as long as it gets done. Janky just saying pronounce fork and then work.
I know why he's saying it. Yeah.
It's fork and then work.
That's true. It's true.
We love English around here.
But technically, that still doesn't actually fit into the same thing, though. Because technically, that's still technically pronouncing them how they are spelled you could say you pronounce them both ways because the O definition and pronunciation means that both would be correct. Just a matter of how it's being used.
Crispy made a little bit of a mistake in that long rhythm. Gonna give it a couple seconds back. And Tangy gonna get fortunate timing. The white flag is out.
Tangy looks like he's going to hold on for this one. What happened? Nephew's the 6th lap down now that he stopped?
He's still moving. His bike's still moving. I think he might have just got some more mistakes in. He was looking good at the beginning of the race.
Though? Something doesn't add up there.
Well, he is on the next section in front of Tangy here, so he potentially could have missed a gate. He was looking really good at the beginning. Tangy getting this rhythm wrong, but I think Crispy made a mistake as well, so no harm, no foul.
Absolutely.
Tangy getting it done.
Yep, getting that B main win. Crispy keeping it interesting, bringing it home in second. Jaylu, my man, thank you for the sub. You're awesome, brother. Thank you so much. Waiting on the last two guys to finish up their last lap here. Yeah, let's go, Tangy. That is going to have everybody crossing the finish line for the B main.